this year November examination, and we have a good response from the students, and the teachers have been provided a lot of training for A levels, and in the coming few months also again they will be going for more Cambridge trainings. So at one end we are focusing on the students rigor, but at the same time we are focusing on the enhancing the quality of the teachers teaching in the classroom. So A level has been very nicely accepted by the children out here in the society, and we have got a lot of enrollments in last year, and we were quite successful. Apart from that, we have been providing around 15 scholarships every year for our A level. Last year we provided 10 scholarships for A levels only. This year also we have carried forward the students who have performed very good last year in A levels. We are taking them in grade 12 also. We are providing them a scholarship this year.
Yeah, your website says, your Billabong High EPS International School website says about the curriculum. Billabong High International School offers a composite curriculum. What do you mean by composite curriculum?
When we say composite, is again it's a mixture of activities. It's not only focusing on academics, it's focusing on other areas also. So our activities are built into the curriculum. Now curriculum, when we speak, it's not only academics. Curriculum has other aspects also. Our sports program is, I'm proud to say, it's one of the best in in the country. Any school uh, I think is not providing that kind of opportunities. We are providing children a lot of sports activities which are actually mandatory for them if they are not medical issues with them.
You said about the sports program that you offer for the students.
Yes.
Is that all the students should, to take part
We
every
encourage
day,
them. We
every
encourage
school
them.
day?
Actually, we have 2 days in a week, and we have tied up with all the associations in this country to provide excellent coaches to them. So we have soccer training by the Hina Academy. We have today only we have launched the tennis also as a sports for our students, and that is we have tied up with the Tennis Association of Maldives. So our grade 1 and 2 students, we have a very intensive swimming program for our students. We offer basketball, we offer table tennis, we offer volleyball, we offer netball, and we even offered cricket, but there were very few takers for that. So we are providing a lot of sports activity for students, and we are giving a lot of thrust to that, a lot of importance from the school side also. We have totally revamped the whole system, and we are trying to encourage children to come up more and more and participate in the activities. Apart from that, we have life skill program in our school. Again, life skill program has been integrated in the curriculum. So basically we have lessons on life skill, that is about the good values, about
about the good values and other important aspects
Yes,
of life.
yes.
So how about the life skills program? Is it like sort of a subject, or
it is a subject. It is taught as a subject in the class, and it's mandatory for all the students.
like weekly, one hour, or
We have 2 lessons in certain classes. We have one class lesson
different days, different subjects?
Yes, it's like a subject only. So
Yeah.
basically that is again
Different topics.
and different topics are there. We get a proper curriculum for that. We have a proper curriculum, there are proper worksheets, everything, and activities which are built into the curriculum. So it's taught like any other subject in the classroom.
Yeah, let's talk about actually what you have got uh, after finishing the A levels. How do you direct students to higher studies? Yeah.
We have been giving a lot of thrust to that area also. Career counseling is a very new concept in this country, and we have hired a proper full-time career counselor for our students, and our career counselor is actually sitting with the children, assessing their needs, their values, and their inclination, and then guiding them about different universities and courses available, not only in the country but abroad also. We are also in the process of tying with international college counseling companies. Recently, I had a meeting with a Singaporean company. They have agreed to provide us with all the know-how, with all the exposure to our students for different universities in all different parts of the country. Apart from that, we have a very good career counseling program in the school. That means we take them to different organizations
You mean the Maldivian
Yes,
different businesses?
different businesses. We
Yeah.
have been taking them to Diragu and all different companies, and we invite a lot of people from the professional arena to come and talk to our children and talk to us about different the challenges they face. Recently, we had a doctor coming to our classes. Before that, there was a gentleman um, from the port this thing.
Maldives Sports
Port,
Limited?
yeah, not the this. They were he's coming sorry, the customs.
Customs,
And, yeah,
yeah.
customs. And so different people are coming
From
like
different
yeah,
backgrounds.
different
To
backgrounds, and
share the
sharing their
experiences.
experiences
Yes,
with the
that's
children.
very important,
I think
yeah.
that's a great thing, and our children are really our
So
children
is that like a monthly program?
it's a monthly program,
Yeah.
and we are continuously doing it. It runs throughout the year, and we are, the moment we and most of them are parents are there. We have a very strong parent volunteer association kind of a thing. We try to incorporate, we try to invite them and talk to our children, and obviously the practical the knowledge which they give them is more than any book can teach them.
So it's
Actually,
like a people from different backgrounds
Yes.
sharing their experience in
Yes.
their field. So
Yes.
children would learn about their different people's
Yes.
ideas,
Yes.
beliefs. Yeah, and let's talk about the eco project that you've got. You mentioned this about some a little bit earlier. Eco projects is all about environment, is it? I feel.
Yes, it is about environment and making our children more aware of the global issues. I think that is the core responsibility of any school to make our children, the next generation, more aware of what is happening around the world. I don't feel hesitant in saying that the generation previous to me has not been very responsible, and my generation has done a lot of damage to the environment. But actually, we want our next generation to come to be thinking more about the global issues and the society as a whole. In the Eco School project is more focusing on the environment aspect. But apart from that, we have a community service project also in us, which has some parts of the environment and also the kindness to the society, the giving to the society. That aspect is also inbuilt it. So it's basically going to an orphanage and helping the children. It's going to an old age home and helping the people out there. So we are trying to incorporate different values among the children. Talking about the Eco School project. We are one of the few schools in Maldives who take most of the electricity from solar panels, and that was one of the initiative actually started by our teachers and students. Almost 70% of our electricity comes from solar panels. That is one thing. Apart from that, we have been running a walk to school program also. So once in a week, we encourage our children to walk to school rather than coming on bikes and cars.
Yeah, Billabong High EPS International School, your school, if you like, the parent or the guardian company is based in India. That's an Indian company.
Actually,
Kangaroo Kids Education Limited.
Yes, we have our roots in Australia, but the operational headquarters is now in India, in Bombay. But the philosophy and the concept actually comes from the people who set up this thing. They come from Australia. So the philosophy and the vision is actually the Australian, but obviously it has its now the proper setup in India, and from there they are managing all the institutions and schools.
Yeah, and so how actually this? I mean, in India you've got like this KKEL, Kangaroo Kids
Yes,
Education Limited,
Limited.
your guardian or parent company. They've got many schools in India.
Yes.
Yeah. So how do you keep in touch with those other international schools that falls into your company, and your company is this school based in Maldives? How is the relationship?
Obviously, our relationship is through the parent company only. So many times I have been to some schools in India and I have interacted with them. We are working on improving it further, and we want our teachers also that teacher mix cultural exchange also. We want that some teachers come from different countries and work with us, and our teachers go to different countries and work with the teachers out there, and this experience and see what are the challenges the children face out there. So that is going on. But most of our interaction among other schools goes through KKL only. So KKL is a parent organization, and most of our communication is diverted through them. And every year KKL is actually upgrading the curriculum. We don't run the same curriculum every year.
Why actually you upgrade or change the curriculum yearly?
Um, we don't actually change the curriculum, we fine tune it actually. And we upgrade it also sometimes. Now what do we mean by that is actually, we have a curriculum team sitting out there which is working 27/4 and 365 days a year. Unlike other schools where once a curriculum is given and obviously the same books will run for years and years, we are totally a different school. Every year we get new set of books. Every year we get a new set of worksheets and everything from our parent organization. And now what they do is actually is, every year we give a feedback to them. Okay, what worked and what didn't work properly. If there is a better way, that will be incorporated. A better way of teaching a concept, that is incorporated. If there is a feedback from different schools that okay, this worked well, and okay, or otherwise this didn't work well, that will be changed. So those things, concepts will be changed, or the way we are teaching those things will be changed in the lesson plan. So the idea is, we are fine tuning, we are upgrading ourselves, and at the same time we are giving children the contemporary education. There are different pedagogies and different research going on in the world every minute, and if there is something new which comes up, or new concept which comes up and which is age relevant, our curriculum tries to incorporate it in the curriculum, and that is taught to the children. So basically we can proudly say that our curriculum is updated and up to date, and it's the 21st century curriculum.
And then I want to talk about your experience in the school and also about your achievements. As the senior principal of the school, how do you manage the day-to-day affairs? It's very different from a normal school principal and also an international school principal. Tell me the difference.
I think yes, we are different in the way, and my job actually is quite different from what I think is different from other principals. Is we are very activity-based school, and every other day we are doing some kind of an event. Obviously, we are giving a thrust to academics, but at the same time, there are a lot of opportunities we are creating for our children. So our mind is always ready, always working on something new. And even when I'm concentrating, I'm doing some kind of meditation, I'm thinking what new I can do for my students. And that is why we are working continuously on that. And that's my whole day goes on planning, meeting people, and intervening in classes and taking feedback from the parents. We are a very open door. We have an open door policy for parents, and we have an open ear. So if parents have any problems, we are always ready to attend it. We don't sit on issues and on any complaints or any problems, and we try to work on it. So we are actually very busy most of the time, and we are obviously looking for opportunities for our children, so that they can come up with their potential and their talents. Now also next week we are planning to have a recognition day for our students. So basically we want to recognize their achievements in the checkpoint exam. We want to recognize, we are giving them scholarships, so we want to recognize them. So we are planning for that event now. In May after the awarding ceremony by the Ministry of Education for the grade 10, we will be having our awards night. So there are a lot of things are going on, and apart from that, assemblies, planning for the assemblies, looking into the classes, what's going on, how teachers are going, are they hands-on, really hands-on, active learning is going on in the classes, field trip planning, lots and lots of things are going on.
Yeah.
So it's a busy school actually.
Yeah, you've conducted numerous training workshops for teachers on blogging in classroom,
Yes.
about blogging in classroom, using blogging in classroom and also using Web 2 technologies in teaching.
Yes.
So these two areas. Let's talk about first blogging in classroom. Is it only, these workshops in the Maldives or around the world?
I have been doing it since the start of my career also. I've been very much into technology. I'm a web designer. I design professional websites. This Billabong school website, actually I designed it. I have set up a Moodle platform for my student this year. Actually, I'm doing it for my students. So I want to share that knowledge, and I think teachers should be upfront with the technology, what's happening, because Web 2 technologies are basically the new generation of technology. Actually, what Facebook and Twitter, what you're using is actually Web 2 tools. Earlier there was a time when web pages were not interactive. Now web pages are interactive. So so that is basically known as Web 2. So blogging is a way to get to your children, and not only it's used as a communication, it is used for sharing resources with the students, getting them to write good articles or writing some scripts for their assessments. So we are using blogging in the class, and now we have a proper blog through which we do all the announcements of the school. We have shared that address with all the parents. Parents can access it through their mobile phones. They can get the RSS feed in their mobile phones, in their emails. So all the announcements from our school nowadays are going through their emails. So teachers have been taught how to input the post, how to upload photographs and all those things, and creative ways of using blog in the classes, how they can involve the students in the blog. So it's not only about teachers using it. Actually, the end idea is to get children involved in the technologies and benefit them. So it's basically 24-hour classroom going on. Now they don't need to wait for the classroom only. They can access the resources and the links every time throughout the day, whenever they feel like.
And you've been running a hugely popular educational website, www.dineshbakshi.com,
Yeah.
for business studies, economics, accounting, and ICT,
Yes.
and annual traffic of 2 million visitors,
Yeah.
and has a high page ranking from Google, listed as recommended teacher resource website for all these subjects on the official CIE website, www.cie.org.uk. Tell me about this experience. Is this
Okay.
something that you do because of your interest in
Yeah,
technologies, or
yes.
what?
Actually, that's my passion.
Yeah.
Now, what happens is teachers are very creative, but what happens is many teachers lack the skills. Somehow, incidentally, I was very passionate. I'm obviously passionate about my subject, but at the same time, I had the skills to put and share my resources with the outside world. So what I did is I launched it in 2000.